Ashley Greene details tough experience of filming It Feeds after giving birth. Exclusive. Actress Ashley Greene is opening up about the demanding nature of filming her latest horror movie, It Feeds, detailing the significant challenges involved in bringing the psychological and physical struggles of the characters to the screen. Greene, known for her role in the Twilight Saga, takes on a complex part in this new project, portraying a clairvoyant therapist who must confront her own deeply buried traumas while attempting to save a young girl from a malevolent entity that is seemingly consuming her from within. The film, which also stars Shawn Ashmore as the distressed father, delves into the terrifying premise of a parasitic force that preys on its victims, manifesting their internal pain and mental anguish in horrific, tangible ways. Greene explained in recent interviews that the intensity of the subject matter and the need to convey profound psychological distress alongside physical horror made for a particularly tough filming experience. She highlighted that the script immediately resonated with her because of the depth of the characters and the significant internal battles they face, noting how these mental conflicts directly fueled the external, terrifying events of the film. This interconnection between the characters' inner turmoil and the supernatural threat is a core element of It Feeds, setting it apart from more straightforward creature features. For Greene, exploring this duality required a significant emotional investment and a nuanced performance to accurately portray the therapist's struggle to maintain her own sanity while grappling with a force that thrives on vulnerability and fear. The role demanded not only reacting to external horror elements but also conveying a deep internal fracturing and the difficult process of confronting past wounds. Greene reportedly found the process of tapping into these dark emotional spaces and sustaining that level of intensity throughout the shoot to be one of the primary challenges. The film's director, Chad Archibald, who also wrote the screenplay, aimed to create a horror experience that was not just about jump scares but also explored the psychological toll of trauma and the idea of internal demons taking on a life of their own. Greene's character serves as the audience's guide through this terrifying landscape, her clairvoyant abilities making her uniquely aware of the entity's presence but also making her a potential target due to her own unresolved history. The narrative explores themes of mental health, the impact of past experiences on the present, and the lengths to which people will go to protect themselves and their loved ones from unseen dangers. Greene delved into the demanding nature of portraying a character who is constantly teetering on the edge, battling both an external threat and her own inner demons. She spoke about the importance of creating a character who felt authentic in her struggle, making her fear and determination palpable to the audience. This involved not just delivering lines but physically embodying the stress, fear, and moments of fragile hope that define her character's journey. The physical demands of the horror genre also presented their own set of challenges. While the psychological aspect was paramount for Greene, reacting to and interacting with the unseen or rendered entity required a different kind of performance, often relying on imagination and trust in the director's vision and the special effects team's work. Filming horror sequences can be physically taxing, involving intense reactions, simulated danger, and often shooting in challenging environments or at late hours. Greene acknowledged the collaborative effort required on set to create the film's terrifying atmosphere, praising the cast and crew for their dedication in bringing it to life. She noted that the shared commitment to the project helped in navigating the more difficult filming days. The film's exploration of how trauma can manifest and be exploited by external forces is a timely theme, adding a layer of depth to the horror narrative. Greene's portrayal of a therapist makes this exploration particularly poignant, as her character is professionally equipped to understand the human psyche yet is personally vulnerable to the very forces she is fighting. The film's title, It Feeds, hints at the parasitic nature of the entity, suggesting it draws strength from the fear, pain, and negative energy of its victims. This concept provided Greene with a clear motivation for her character's fight, not just to survive, but to starve the entity by confronting and overcoming the sources of its power, both within herself and in the young girl she is trying to save. The dynamic between Greene's character and Shawn Ashmore's character, the father, also adds a significant emotional layer to the film. Their shared goal of protecting the child creates a bond, but their different perspectives and ways of coping with the inexplicable terror add tension and complexity to their interactions. Greene discussed the importance of building that on-screen relationship and conveying the desperation and fear shared by parents facing an unimaginable threat to their child. The filming process for It Feeds required long hours and often intense emotional and physical exertion. But Greene expressed satisfaction with the final product and the opportunity to delve into such a challenging and thought-provoking role within the horror genre. She believes the film offers audiences more than just scares, providing a look into the resilience of the human spirit when faced with overwhelming darkness and the power of confronting one's past to protect the future. The movie's runtime of 101 minutes allows for a sustained buildup of tension and a thorough exploration of the characters' arcs and the central mystery of the entity. Greene's performance is central to the film's success, carrying the emotional weight of the story and anchoring the supernatural elements in a relatable human struggle. The challenges she faced during filming appear to have translated into a powerful portrayal that is key to the film's impact. As It Feeds prepares for release, Greene's insights into the demanding production process highlight the dedication required to bring such a psychologically charged horror story to the screen and underscore the film's ambitious attempt to blend visceral terror with deeper thematic resonance, offering audiences a horror experience that lingers long after the credits roll. The actress' willingness to tackle such a demanding role and her reflections on the difficulties of portraying intense emotional and psychological states provide a glimpse into the craft behind bringing complex characters in the horror genre to life, emphasizing that the scares are often built upon a foundation of profound human vulnerability and struggle.